Terrible problem in cancer right now is that it's a disease that's constantly increasing in both incidence and number of people dying. And the most recent studies coming from the American Cancer Society have shown clearly that we have over 600,000 people a year dying from cancer in this country, which comes to about 1,700 people a day. And if you break it down, it's about 70 people per hour. And most times cancer is caused by what we eat without even knowing. We often think that we're consuming the right meals, but we're actually fueling our bodies with cancer. That's why we need to know the common food that's making cancer worse. See, we've been sold this idea that cancer is all about bad genes, random mutations just doing their thing. But what if that's not the whole story? What if cancer isn't really about faulty genetics at all? Let me break this down. There's a whole other way to look at cancer that flips the script. It's not genetic, it's metabolic, meaning it starts deep inside your cells with the part responsible for energy, the mitochondria. The real enemy? A broken energy system inside your body. Not bad luck, not faulty DNA, just damage to your cellular power plants. Think about that. And if we can prevent that damage, we can seriously reduce our cancer risk, even reverse it. That's what I'm about to show you step by step. So before we dive in, if you're interested in this topic, type "I am ready" in the comments. When I see your comment, I'll give you a heart. And if you want to help the channel, please leave a like and subscribe. It takes less than a second, and it'll help the channel a lot. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you don't miss out, because what you're about to learn will significantly improve your health. Now, let's see what really feeds cancer and how to starve it. So here's what nobody really talks about. Cancer isn't just a random curse. It's not always about bad genes or bad luck. A lot of the time, it's about bad fuel. See, healthy cells in your body run off oxygen. It's clean, efficient energy. But cancer cells, they're the rebels. They don't use oxygen even when it's available. Instead, they run on glucose, plain old sugar, like it's their drug of choice. This isn't some conspiracy. It's been known for decades. It's called the Warburg effect, named after the scientists who discovered that cancer cells rely on fermentation, not oxygen, to survive. In simple terms, cancer cells are addicted to sugar, and not just the sweet stuff you pour in your coffee. I'm talking about what sugar turns into, the refined carbs, the sodas, the ultra-processed garbage. All of it spikes your blood sugar, and when that glucose is floating around in your bloodstream, cancer cells light up. They absorb it fast, they multiply, they thrive. And the more sugar you feed them, the more aggressive they become. But it goes deeper. When your mitochondria, your cellular energy engines, start to malfunction, your normal cells lose their identity. They stop following the rules, they mutate, turn rogue. And that's how cancer often begins. It's not just some foreign invader, it's your own cells gone wild. And guess what fuels that chaos? A diet full of processed oils, refined sugars, and nutrient-dead food. So while you're chasing energy drinks and junk food for a quick boost, your body's paying the price, your cells are drowning in sugar, your mitochondria are breaking down, and you're unknowingly setting the stage for disease. But here's the part that gives you power. As I said, cancer cannot survive, cancer tumor cells cannot survive without the sugar glucose or the amino acid glutamine, which are the fermentation fuels, nor can they use fatty acids or ketone bodies as an alternative. So the solution, I should say a solution to managing cancer, is if sugar feeds cancer, then cutting sugar starves it. Change your fuel and you change your future. Feed your cells what they actually need, not what they crave in a moment of hunger, and you give your body a fighting chance. Because food isn't just fuel, it's your frontline defense. In the next part, I'm going to walk you through what foods actually protect your body from this cellular rebellion and which ones are setting you up for disaster. This isn't about fear, this is about facts. Comment cancer starvation if you're going to reduce or cut off sugar from your diet. Let's keep going. Your body's listening. All right, so let's say the 5 foods that silently kill cancer cells. If cancer feeds on the wrong kind of fuel, then what happens when you flip the script, when you start feeding your body what it was actually built for? Nutrients, antioxidants, real healing compounds. You don't just survive, you fight back. So here's what I keep in my arsenal, not just to stay alive, but to stay untouchable. The first one is garlic. Not just for vampires. Garlic is a beast when it comes to cancer defense. It's loaded with a compound called allicin, the stuff. It basically tells cancer cells, you're not welcome here. It blocks the growth of tumors, especially in the stomach, colon, and lungs. It's not hype. This has been backed by real studies. Raw garlic is even stronger. Smash it, let it sit, then eat it. Sounds nasty, but your body will thank you. Second is broccoli and the whole cruciferous gang. You ever hear of sulforaphane? That's the warrior compound found in broccoli, cauliflower, kale, all those bitter green veggies people love to hate. But sulforaphane, it literally reprograms your cells. It boosts your body's natural detox system, slows down tumor growth, and even makes cancer cells self-destruct. Yeah, broccoli is built like that. Third is turmeric. This isn't just spice, it's science. The active compound in turmeric, curcumin, is like a sniper for inflammation. And guess what cancer feeds on? Chronic inflammation. Turmeric shuts that down. It blocks cancer signals, cuts off blood supply to tumors, and boosts your immune system like a champ. But here's the trick. Pair it with black pepper. It activates the curcumin so your body can absorb it 2,000% better. The fourth is green tea. Forget soda. Green tea is liquid defense. It's packed with a compound called EGCG, which literally stops cancer cells from growing, invading, and spreading. And 1 cup a day, you're just getting started. 2 to 3 cups consistently, and you're building a shield from the inside out. And the fifth one is berries, especially blueberries, tiny but mighty. Berries are full of antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, that do more than just boost your skin or heart. They slow down the entire cancer process, from cell mutation to inflammation to tumor growth. A handful a day? That's medicine, not candy. So what's the game plan? You stop feeding the enemy and start fueling your defense. You don't need magic pills. You need real food with real power.
If it's not used properly, it won't work, just like any medicine. Not to say that it will harm you, but if you do eat too much ketogenic diet, you can in fact get insulin sensitivity. So we worked in the epilepsy field for years, and we understand how some of these diets can be not as effective as they should be.
Comment food for healing if you're going to try this out. But don't stop here. In the next part, I'm breaking down the everyday habits, the quiet killers in your kitchen that keep your body in survival mode. You might be doing them without even knowing it, and they're stopping you from healing. Let's fix that. Let's see the everyday habits that are secretly feeding disease. Let's get one thing straight. Sometimes it's not what you're eating, it's how you're living. You could be taking all the vitamins in the world, eating healthy, hitting the gym, but if you're holding on to these silent toxic habits, you're still putting your body in danger. Let's expose the everyday routines that look normal, but behind the scenes they're feeding disease like fertilizer. 1. Skipping sleep like it's nothing. You think grinding all night and sleeping 3 hours is strength. Nope. That's how you weaken your immune system. Raise your cortisol and give cancer cells a playground. Your body heals when you sleep, literally. Damaged cells get repaired, toxins get flushed, and your brain resets. But miss out on deep sleep consistently, you're not giving your body the time it needs to fight back. This isn't just about feeling tired, it's about survival. 2 dot sugar is a drug, and you're hooked. Every sip of soda, every bite of that harmless snack cake is like sending cancer cells a love letter. Why? Because sugar fuels them. It's their favorite meal. And not just white sugar, even refined carbs like white bread and sugary cereals spike your blood sugar, which triggers insulin, which feeds inflammation. Cut the sugar, or it'll cut your life short. 3, sitting all day like a statue. You wake up, sit on your bed, then move to the car seat, sit at work, sit while eating, then sit again while scrolling. This is modern life, and it's deadly. Sedentary living slows your metabolism, lowers circulation, and even disrupts your hormone balance. And guess what that leads to? Disease. Your body was made to move. If you don't move it, it breaks. 4, stress that never shuts off. You might say I'm fine, but your body knows the truth. Chronic stress keeps your cortisol high, which suppresses your immune system, raises blood pressure, and inflames everything inside you. It's like setting your own house on fire slowly. And the worst part, you might be so used to it you think it's normal. 5, breathing in what you should never be around. Smoking, air pollution, chemical sprays, plastic containers, and microwaves. All of it loads your body with toxins you can't pronounce. Over time, they disrupt your cells and invite cancer in the back door. Clean your air, clean your habits, clean your circle. You don't need extra poison. Look, these habits don't scream danger out loud, but they slowly wear your body down until one day you break. You weren't born to just live. You were built to thrive. But you can't do that if your daily routine is feeding the enemy. In the next part, I'll show you the lifestyle shifts that flip the switch, the routines that train your body to fight back stronger every single day. Let's get into that. Let's see the lifestyle shift that turns your body into a cancer-fighting machine. All right, we've exposed the enemy. We've seen what fuels cancer from the inside out. Now let's flip the script. Let me show you how to rebuild your internal defense system, how to create a body that's hostile to disease and friendly to healing. It's not about buying magic pills. It's about adopting a metabolic lifestyle that forces cancer cells to starve while your healthy cells thrive.
You've got to have stress management. So we use exercise, we use music therapy, we use yoga therapy, whatever works to lower the stress of the individual.
Let's break it down. 1, starve the disease, feed the cells. Here's the truth most people never hear. Cancer cells are addicted to sugar and gluten. That's their fuel. That's what keeps them alive. But what if you could cut off their supply line and still give your body everything it needs to stay strong? That's where metabolic therapy comes in. You train your body to run on fat, not sugar. It's called ketosis, and it's a natural state your ancestors lived in without even trying to. The ketogenic blueprint. The base of this lifestyle is simple: healthy fats, olive oil, avocados, coconut oil, MCT oil, grass-fed butter, moderate protein, grass-fed meat, wild-caught fish or organic chicken, pasture-raised eggs, low carbs, no sugar, no refined grains, focus on non-starchy vegetables like spinach, cauliflower, and broccoli. 3, intermittent fasting, let your body heal, give your body breaks. Constant eating keeps insulin high, sugar flowing, and inflammation rising. But when you fast, you drop insulin, you give yourself space to repair, you trigger autophagy, the body's natural process of clearing out damaged junk. 4, caloric control. Less is more. You don't have to starve yourself, but eating just a little less than usual consistently reduces oxidative stress, lowers inflammation, and makes your mitochondria stronger. Remember, healthy mitochondria equals no cancer. 5, heal the mind, heal the body. You can eat all the right food, but if your mind is filled with stress, fear, and toxic energy, you're still at risk. Practice silence, walk in nature, say no to constant noise. This isn't spiritual fluff. This is biological survival. This is not a diet. It's a strategy. Comment, cancer-fighting body, if you're going to adjust your lifestyle to beat cancer. Next, I'll give you the bottom line, the simple truth behind why cancer is skyrocketing and what we can all start doing right now to turn the tide.
The biggest challenge in managing cancer is trying to control when it spreads through your body. And now you have to understand the biology of the disease. Once you understand the biology of the disease, you can start putting the pieces of the puzzle together.
Let's look at the final truth about beating cancer naturally. Let's end this with brutal honesty. Cancer doesn't just happen. It feeds off your daily habits, what you eat, what you breathe, how you move, how you think. And the scary part? Most people are unknowingly fueling it every single day. But here's the good news. You can flip the switch. By shifting into a metabolic lifestyle, you turn your body into a place where cancer can't thrive. Cut the sugar. Eat clean fats. Fast smart. Move daily. Stay calm. This isn't just prevention, it's power. You don't need to wait until you're sick to make a change. Start now, and you'll be building a body where disease struggles to survive. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it to raise awareness on the common food that is making cancer worse. And don't forget to drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts or any questions you have. See you next time.